let's turn to the campaign trail, where it has been a wild 24 hours for Florida's Republican Governor Ron DeSantis as he tries to turn around a struggling campaign. Starting with the good news, DeSantis notched an endorsement from Bob Vander Plaats, the Iowa evangelical leader who's backed the winner of each of the last 3 contested Iowa caucuses. It comes after DeSantis nabbed an endorsement from the state's governor, Kim Reynolds. But, and there's always a but, NBC News reports there is growing infighting inside the Never Back Down, which is, of course, the largest super PAC supporting Ron DeSantis, with the candidate and his wife at odds with its leadership. A new super PAC was launched by some close DeSantis allies just last week. Joining me now to talk about this is Betsy Woodruff Swan, the national correspondent at Politico and an NBC News contributor, Cornell Belcher, a Democratic pollster and the NBC News political analyst, and Stephen Hayes, the editor and CEO of The Dispatch. He's also an NBC News political analyst, so thankful to have all of you here the day before Thanksgiving. So, Betsy, let's talk about this good and bad news for Ron DeSantis. I saw a stat that showed that every time Bob Vander Plaats has weighed in on an Iowa caucus, the candidate skyrockets up the polls. Doesn't necessarily lead to a Republican nomination down the road, but it certainly helps in Iowa. Is it going to help this time around?
There's no question it's helpful. How much it helps is very difficult to see. And the reality is that Trump is far and away the front runner in every Republican contest. And at this point, it certainly looks like Haley and DeSantis are basically fighting to see who gets the biggest participation trophy. What's fascinating about the NBC News' DeSantis reporting is that it shows that even as DeSantis has gotten this endorsement, he got the Iowa governor endorsement just within the last week or two, the super PAC situation for him is just wild because Never Back Down, his super PAC, is more than a regular super PAC. They've actually pushed the boundaries of how closely a super PAC can enmesh itself in a campaign. And what you guys reported is that the result of this has been that voters understand what's going on. So when the super PAC has run these attack ads going after Nikki Haley, according to the reporting, voters blame DeSantis for it. And the result is that the chickens are essentially coming home to roost. DeSantis is realizing he can't have his super PAC and eat it too. And this is part of the reason that now there's this second DeSantis super PAC that's set up, and the whole thing just doesn't bode well whatsoever for his campaign.
I mean, Betsy raises such a great point, right, Stephen, that they are pushing the boundaries of how these super PACs work. They can't specifically talk to the super PAC. They've essentially formed a lot of the fundraising out to the super PAC, not raising as much money, hard campaign donors. So this is the problem here. If you can't control it, and then they're kind of left to their own devices, and you're left with this just, a couple of months away from the caucuses.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's been widespread reporting of frustrations in DeSantis world broadly, particularly in the super PAC, about the candidate's message, about the way they've run the campaign, about fundraising, about organization, and I think that's reflected in the reporting on the blowups inside the campaign. I think the bigger problem for Ron DeSantis is his numbers, right? He came out and looked like he was going to be the alternative to Donald Trump. They've raised and spent some $100 million in the time since, and his numbers have dropped more than in half. And I think there's a lot of people questioning, including DeSantis supporters, why did the DeSantis campaign and the super PAC decide to go after the small sliver, the 30% or so of people who seem committed to Donald Trump, and try to peel off those voters rather than look to people who were open to alternatives to Trump and maybe opposed to Trump?
And we just told in my ear that the New York Times is reporting that the CEO of Never Back Down is stepping down. I guess in some cases you do step down if the timing is right. Anyway, but as an example of the dissension there, Cornell, it's interesting because it always seemed as though Ron DeSantis was the candidate that Democrats feared the most. Is that the case still?
No, I think I don't know if he was ever the candidate that Democrats feared the most. Look, Ron DeSantis' problem hasn't been money or it hasn't been coordination. By the way, I don't think they're blurring the lines with super PAC. They've smashed those lines. And seriously, when you look at what campaign finance reform is supposed to be, the spirit of the law is just it's in tatters. And at some point, I hope we do go back and revisit this, because it's too much money in our politics. To your point, there's already been hundreds of millions of dollars spent without any votes being taken right now. So I wonder about our democracy. But Ron DeSantis' problem is Ron DeSantis, right? Some candidates are good on paper, see Scott Walker, et cetera. But in reality, they just don't pan out. It's not going to be fixed by money, and it's not going to be fixed by a change in strategy.
What is it fixed by, Stephen? I mean, is there any scenario by which any of these candidates can topple Donald Trump at this point?
Yeah, I mean, look, Donald Trump, depending on the poll, has a 40 to 50 point lead among his Republican opponents. I mean, I think that, to Cornell's point, it's interesting to watch the DeSantis campaign. These endorsements that Betsy mentioned have come at an interesting time when he seems to be losing momentum.
Right. Yeah.
And Nikki Haley seemed to be gaining momentum. I think there was, if you would have polled sort of informally Iowa political insiders a month ago, many of them would have bet that Kim Reynolds, the governor, would have endorsed Nikki Haley. Right. And in fact, she didn't. And Bob Vanderplaats has been sort of signaling that this endorsement was coming for a long time. Both are giving this endorsement at a time where it could revive Ron DeSantis in Iowa. But you're seeing Nikki Haley's polling improve in New Hampshire and elsewhere around the country in a way that I think is likely to all redound to the benefit of Donald Trump.
Yes,
right.
We're in agreement.
To that point, a new ad from Ron DeSantis regarding, from the Super PAC, I should mention, blurring the lines, attacking Nikki Haley. Take a look at this and we'll react to it.
We know her as Crooked Hillary, but to Nikki Haley, she's her role model, the reason she ran for office.
I often say that the reason I got into politics was because of Hillary Clinton.
She is actually the reason that I made the jump.
I mean, to the point the fellows are making here, Betsy, I mean, this is not a recipe for anyone other than Donald Trump to be successful in a primary like this.
Yeah, there's no question. And this is what happened in 2016, then 2015, too. There were too many anti-Trump Republicans who stayed in for too long, and the result was that the anti-Trump cohort got totally diluted, and by the time it could have been competitive, Trump had essentially walked away with it. What's going to be interesting to see with this ad, which is obviously a fascinating piece of content, is the question of whether or not it backfires. Your guys' own reporting said some of the attack ads that DeSantis' Super PAC lobbed against Nikki Haley actually hurt DeSantis. Well, this is another Super PAC ad, and if the Iowa voters have been bombarded with enough content that they now substantially know Never Back Down is working on DeSantis' behalf, it'll be really interesting to see. Does a spot like this help or harm DeSantis?
Yeah, and I wonder, too, Cornell, even if some of these guys get out, isn't there a real possibility that even somebody like Ron DeSantis gets out maybe after Iowa and then endorses Donald Trump? I mean, to consolidate, you really have to consolidate, right?
I think that's true, but also I would say I think that ad is a stretch, right? To connect Nikki Haley to Hillary Clinton, I think that's an incredible stretch. I think it's a desperation. But to your point, when you look at the second choice, look at the second choice in Iowa. When Donald Trump is sitting there at 45, 46%, and he's the second choice of it, he gets at least 12, 13% in the second choice. They're running out of votes, right? At some point, he is at the majority, and he's going to, and he wins it because they're running out of votes.
All right, we're going to have to leave it there. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Betsy, Cornell, and Stephen, have a great holiday.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.